Today I want to talk about how to use pendulum steps to help you in the knife fight. I'm going to have Ron come in. And I've taught this, Ron's taught this in particular in his Collie and JKD tapes. A pendulum step vertically is you advance your back foot and take a step, just like this. So your back foot, when your back foot, just as it's hitting the ground, it shoots your forward foot forward. To reverse it, as this foot hits, my back foot goes backwards like that. So that's a pendulum step, okay? And you can use them quite often in twos. I quite often use two together to cover a little bit more ground. And it's a very fast way to cover distance, and it tends to be slightly deceiving. And especially in stand-up, it sets up your hook kick to the forward leg, and the inside of the forward leg really well. So lots of times I'll come here, bang, and that'll go in, just like that. And I went slow so I didn't hurt it. But it sets that up. It also sets up backhand. It sets up a snap, okay? It sets up a stab, everything, okay? When you're doing a pendulum step, there isn't as much a planting, because to do it correctly, you want to get right back, out, in, okay? So you move back like this, you tend to plant and stay there. The pendulum step allows you to recover the distance you just gave up very quickly, okay? And I'm going slow so you can watch it. But when you do practices at home, you want to make this touchdown as brief as possible. When this foot hits, you want to immediately return quite often. Or maybe you do another one if the timing isn't right or the situation isn't right. But that's the big advantage of a pendulum step. I'll lean and pick up here, and it gives me time and distance. Or I can lean here and just pendulum step. He's got to lean quite a bit now to get me, okay? And he's all way off balance, weren't you? Okay? And his rear hand can't do jack. Can't reach me without taking a step. So the advantage with two knives is when I pendulum step here, like this knife right here, ready to attack or defend. I can cut that, I can cut that. I'm ready to roll on it. One of the ways to use it is when you lean. I taught about leaning. I lean here, and I get here, I can pendulum step to the side very quickly. Anytime I'm leaning, I can change my distance. Now, with double knife, it becomes even more advantageous. If I have a single knife, and I lean, and I pendulum step, look at this. My knife's over here, I'm still close. If I lean here with one knife, pendulum step, now he cuts on this side, he cut my hand. I have to go clear over here. See the twist I have to make to engage? Or I have to step. I can step here to clear my hand. If I step in here, I bind my hand, right? So from here, I have to step out, or I have to twist, or I have to step here. Two knives, I just react. I lean, and I'm right there. So when he cuts, I come here, here, or whatever else he throws. I come to the rear hand, and I'm out, okay? So I come here, kicks me, still defending, okay? Two knives, I'll say this again and again, they're the way to go. Two knives is 3 times better than one knife. Roll that in your mind. Roll it around there, make an impression, imprint it on your mind. Two knives, definitely better than one knife. If you can't get two knives, improvise another one. I'm going to say that all the time. You can improvise out of a rolled up magazine if you have to. And yes, a tightly rolled magazine is enough to stop that blade. It is enough to pass it. It is enough to meet it if you push in right with it, okay? You can use it. Yeah, you're not going to cut him with it, but it's a lot better putting your precious hand in here and doing that. That's what I don't want to do unless I'm absolutely forced to, okay? So, learn how to use the pendulum step, okay? Now, right there I pushed off first. The pendulum step is this foot. If I want to go to my right, instead of my right moving first, my left moves first, okay? That's what you got to remember. It's opposite of normal footwork. Normally, if I want to move my right leg moves first, and I'm out. Pendulum step is opposite. Comes this way, okay? But it's quick. It's a real light motion. And it's real conducive to continuing the motion if you want to. When I push here, like this, and take one step, I tend again to plant. Then I have to push again. when I pendulum step, it's very easy for me to immediately continue in my lateral direction. Very, very easy, because there's a lot less tendency for plant, okay? So, the thing to remember about a pendulum step is you move the foot furthest from the direction you want to go first, instead of closest to the direction you want to go. The normal rule for footwork is you move the foot closest to the direction you want to go first. But with a pendulum step, it's the opposite. Here, I'm out again, okay? On this side, I'm out here again. Foot that's furthest and away in a pendulum step that always moves first. I'm reiterating this again. That foot moves first. This way, here. If I want to go this one, that one moves first. Now, when you're doing this pendulum step, don't turn and look this direction. You've got to be good enough at it to see what's going on. I may have to defend right in the middle of that pendulum step. I have to watch that. Maybe I zoned out of the way. But maybe my pendulum step takes me out of the way, but I got a good chance to counter as it goes by. Lateral pendulum step is really worth learning how to do. I mean, we showed it this way. I showed it this way. Now, this way it's 1, 2. This way it's 1, 2. It gets easier to do the closer your feet are together. The closer you are square to them, the easier it is to move. Play with the pendulum step. It's not the end-all be-all, but it's another way to move your body out of danger and allow you to come back into range and score very quickly. It's a great way to recover from an unbalanced motion. Because if I unbalance here and I lean, yeah, I can turn here and do a replacement step, but it's a lot faster and easier and takes you more to safety to do a single or multiple pendulum step in a lateral direction to safety and allow you to resume your attack. Check it out.